Hey everybody, Natalie Cutler-Welsh here, the go-to girl. I am so excited to be back with my lovely friend, Dame DC Cordova. She is here. We did a brief video about 3.5 months ago, just after I'd done the program Money and You, which DC is involved with. And I thought I'd bring her back today because, as you know, I'm all about having fun and flow and impact in your business. So DC, I wanted to get some gold from you today about how business owners and particularly women entrepreneurs can have more flow, meaning cash flow. Let's talk about money today in their business. So welcome to you.
Thank you. It's so exciting to be here. I am CEO and owner of the Money and You program, the Accelerated Business Schools for Entrepreneurs. And I was part of the group that actually created the financial literacy education industry nearly 40 years ago. So we have learned tremendously about money. And one of the things that is really important to do is to be clear. A lot of people just talk about they want to be rich, they want to be wealthy, but you have to be very specific, not only personally, but also in your business. So and for your business, you really need to figure out a gross that you want to make and a net that you want to take home. Or if you're an employee, the same thing. You have to be willing to be very clear on that when you're looking at a career, a profession, working with a team. And then you have to really know what does financial independence means to you and by when. If you're really young, that may not be a big priority. But if you're moving on, you're in your 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s, you may want to know what is that. So that particular amount is something that you can come up with. Like I used to love the figure $25,000 a month. That I don't know where I got that. And
I
when I
love
was
that
really
figure.
young, don't you love that figure? It's $300,000 a year. So it's like, how am I going to accomplish that? And it's like being really focused. And I think that a lot of times people just kind of, get a little bit scattered, and it's hard for them to stay really connected to the money that they need to make.
I think that's so important. It is about getting clear, and I love it. One of the activities I do with my people, I call it the money love matrix, because I want people to be really clear on the money they're making, but also to be doing something that they love. Do you think that's an integral part of making the money, is to actually do something that you love doing?
Yes, that is definitely important, but there are quite a few people that are still getting out of debt.
Yes.
And I just want to say that first you have to handle survival. And I'm going to be doing a Money and Me program. And I actually start with that conversation that is really important to handle survival. It's very hard to get inspired on a life purpose when you can't pay your bills or there's bill collectors at your door. So once you handle that, and you have a system in place, then you can have a lot more freedom. You can go ahead and then take a look at the things. And I will be working quite a bit on my 4 hours with everyone at Money and Me on how to find that thing that they love, or how to now find that formula in order for them to keep expressing themselves. It's quite a big thing. So I want to make sure that people know that it's not, sometimes it takes time, but take care of yourself financially in the process, because you're going to want to be able to fund that dream. You want to be able to have enough for you to even build a business around it.
And money is a huge stress point, and I find, particularly in New Zealand, right? I come from Canada. I know that you're living in America, and I feel like in New Zealand, a lot of people just don't talk about money. Like, even if a lot of people are stressed and strapped around money, but they kind of just go around not really having the conversation. And I love the fact that you're going to get, 60, 80, whatever, people in a room at this event you're running, and you're just going to have those really great, hard, and genuine and brilliant conversations, right? Around what, like you said, getting clear on your goal, your money goal, but also around how to get out of that situation when people have got themselves into that debt.
One of the things that we're going to do is we're going to do a series of exercises where people will discover decisions and negative thinking and good thinking too, but we don't focus on that until towards the last third of the day, of the hours, because at first we have to discover what may be blocking you, because it's almost like having, like my glasses. I have my glasses on, Okay, so I see the world pink, I see it a certain way, I take them off, and now I'm seeing the world a little bit differently. So what we need to do is to be very truthful with ourselves on how we're really feeling about how we were raised with money, negative money experiences we had, divorces, when, oh my God, there are so many negative decisions made around divorces. It's unbelievable. It's one of the biggest things, and people fighting over children, over money, spousal support. I mean, that can take a human being years to recuperate, and some people never do. I have met people in their 60s and 70s that never allowed themselves to get out of their bad financial situation because they were so resentful with their spouses, and whether there was a male or female. So what you want to do is first we discover what it is that is keeping you, the decisions that you have made. Then we begin to go through a process of ideal, what would be ideal. And then I go into a business money teaching so that people then have a bit of a plan that is even going to be developed and evolved, that they will continue to work on, and will work on it for the rest of their lives until they're retired, or they're rocking on a chair when they're 120 years old and they no longer have the focus on money. We're also going to be talking about people that just sometimes will come and be close to us just because of money. And then if that money is gone, then what happens? So the whole conversation about, it's like almost bringing out, what's happening with you and money, cash flow, profits. It's so different from the Money in You program, because the Money in You program is 3.5 days, and we go through the business success model, we talk about contribution, and we talk quite a bit about money. These 4 hours are designed specifically for people to go looking in a very safe environment, and they don't have to share if they don't want to. And we're going to be doing quite a bit of writing and sharing. And then I'm telling you right now, for 4 hours, for the low price that is being offered, people will walk away feeling much lighter, empowered, and supported, and clear on what they need to do.
I'm really excited. I mean, my husband's going, which is really, really cool. I'll just show people the flyer. I don't know if they've seen this around on social media. I'll be putting some links out, but basically Wellington this Wednesday, the 16th. We've got Napier on the 19th of March, and then Auckland on Sunday. So this coming Sunday in Auckland on the 20th. And so this is pretty awesome. So are you able to tell people the price if they sign up?
No, you go ahead and tell them. I mean, I think that you know more the price because you're looking at the flyer. And I think that if they also go to our fan page, we'd love for them to join our fan page. And you just go into Facebook and look for Money and You Australia, New Zealand, or New Zealand, Australia. And then just go into the fan page, and right there will be a little video that I did. And then there's information into the Eventbrite. But I was sharing with someone earlier that if you really want to get clear about money, go with me to Wellington tomorrow. Go with me to Napier on Saturday.
Follow you. Do the tour.
And follow me. And on Sunday, it starts in Auckland, it's from 9 in the morning until only 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And this is the time. It's okay for you to give up church one Sunday, okay? This is going to really support you. And that part of you that says, I don't know if I really want to go. That's the part that you need to start mastering, because it's the same part that will keep you from having success that you want. And this is the thing. The one thing that I'm going to be asking you, and remember, I am financially independent. I never have to work another day in my life. I have a system in place. Mine is licensing and it's royalties, and it's something that I work very hard at. But I work with people around the world, extremely, extremely wealthy individuals, including my business partner, who is a billionaire with heart in renewable energies. The man never talks about money. He has a whole team about it. None of his purpose was ever about money, but about greening the world, and he's a billionaire. Then I work with people who are, many, many people that are middle class, many people that I have done this Money and Me program with very, what we call resource poor people, and have given them the distinctions which I'm going to be going through, because a lot of people don't understand how is money really made? I mean, we kind of look at a business and we think we can sell something and then people will pay us for it. That's true. But there's added little distinctions in there that I'm going to go through. And so clarity, as you know, in Money and You, we talk about clarity is power. And Money and You is coming back to Auckland on, of course, April 28th.
Mm-hmm.
And that program is, a full-on business entrepreneur program. But one of our flip charts, which is actually quite popular in the world, is clarity leads to power. So that's what you're going to have out of this program. So you'll clear your past and your thinking. You will have an opportunity to create a plan, a financial simple plan, and then you'll have an opportunity to possibly create a mastermind and work with people in the class that you may like or your friends, and work together for the next 3 months, 6 months, a year, because I will be giving you, as part of that plan, certain assignments that you will do that are really fun to do. And so it will be a very specific pathway.
It sounds amazing. Okay, so our great friend Donna G is actually organizing the event, and I think if you email her, support@moneyandyou.co.nz, then you get a special rate, and the special rate is $97. So I think it's normally like $197 or something like that. There's a few special rates, and I'm pretty sure if you go through Donna, support@moneyandyou.co.nz, and you mention Go To Girl, she'll give you the $97 or two for $147. It's slightly cheaper. So, I mean, brilliant. I get the idea is people need to commit something, right? This is really important that it's not free.
Yeah.
They need to commit because energetically it's important. Yeah.
Oh, there's a whole law of exchange. I mean, I will be talking about cheapness.
Yeah.
If you're cheap with the universe is going to be cheap with you. This whole thing. Now, there are certain communities that have created the contextualization, the framework of exchanging. If you are in that community style, absolutely, you work out exchanges. But in the real world right now, there are real expenses. There are things that need to be paid for with a thing called money. And what happens is that people have given money a tremendous charge, a tremendous significance. They have put this whole thing. And when you really get it in perspective, that it's just a means of exchange. And if you have a great product and service and also adore what you do, like, my mom and I have conversations just about daily, and she no longer asks me how it's work, because basically she knows that I haven't worked since my 20s because I play all day. I love what I do. I can hardly wait. This morning I woke up at 6 and it was, yay! It's like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I have all these meetings, all these things I'm going to do today. I could hardly wait. And I was meditating, being like, hurry up. The day is starting. I love my work. And of course, that would allow me to become extremely successful. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I did go through stages. And when I had a big financial learning experience, which I will be talking about how to recuperate from things like that, I had to go back to do things that I didn't like doing. But there is a time when we have to handle survival. Mm-hmm. We have to handle the basics. And then from there, that stepping stone will take us into having sufficiency and then wealth.
Oh, I love it. There's so many important things you're going to be talking about. So really just a message to you guys, if you can make it along Wellington, Napier, Auckland, like this week, straight away, you need to get yourself there. I totally recommend it. It's going to be incredible. Thank you so much, DC.
And you're going to be there, and your husband. By the way, it's really important for people to come with their...
And as a couple, it's good to come together as a couple.
Oh, and if you engage or you're looking at someone that you may want to share your life with, you want to be very clear on the money thoughts, beliefs, and ideas that you have, and this will prevent you from tremendous challenges later in the relationship.
So there's like love coaching as well. What a bonus.
Yes. Money, love coaching.
Well, that sounds great. So it's called Money and Me, this event. It's a 4-hour event. You can do the Tiki tour, or you can just go to one of the 3, but definitely check it out, you guys. I'll put the link up where you can find out more. I'll put the link to that Facebook page that you mentioned. Okay, thanks,
Thank you
DC.
so much. Aloha, everyone. See you there.
Aloha.
Mhm.